2018 State of the City's presentation here in Daly City.
I am Georgette Saros, the President and CEO of the Daly City Coma Daly City Chamber of Commerce. And today, we will hear from both the mayors of both of our cities. First, the town of Coma, the Honorable Ray Gonzalez, and then the mayor of Daly City, the Honorable Juslyn Manalo. So at this time, before we get started, I would like to bring up our first Vice President, Manny Rubriano, with the color guard of the Daly City Police Department to present the colors and do the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. Manny?
Please rise for the colors. Are they coming?
Where are they?
Oh, there's no color guard. So,
Okay.
let's start the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with justice for all. Turn this over back to our CEO.
Thank you very much, Manny. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. I think this is going to be a lovely occasion. We've got a lot of information to get out, and we're going to get right to it. But first of all, I would like to acknowledge the dignitaries that are present, and we have a whole full amount of dignitaries. So please give me a break in case I make a mistake. I'm going to try and pronounce everybody correctly. If I make a mistake, I apologize. First of all, we have the Honorable Ray Gonzalez, the mayor of the town of Colma.
Can people stand? Can they stand when you mention who they are?
Well, we usually don't.
It would be nice to see who they are.
Well, we have like about 80 of them, so. Then we have Joanne Del Rosario, the vice mayor of Colma. We have Brian Dossie, the city manager of Colma. We have John Goodwin, councilman from Colma. We have Michael Loughton, the city planner from Colma. And we have Kirk Stratton, the police chief. And we have Sherwin Lum, the commander from the police department of Colma. We have Brad Donahue, public works from Colma. We have Cynthia Morcacho, service director. And we have also Brad Donahue, Director of Public Works. And we have Chris Diaz, the city attorney is here. And we have Catherine Hughes, the manager of Crest Management Company, Sarah Center in Colma. From Daly City, we have the Honorable Juslyn Manalo, mayor of the Daly City. We have Ray Buenaventura, the vice mayor. Glenn Sylvester, councilman. We have Pat Martell, city manager. We have Rose Zimmerman, city attorney. Annette Hipona, city clerk. Danica Halverson, city treasurer. Patrick Hensley, chief of police. Tatum Mothershead, director of economic and community development. Lawrence Chu, the director of finance. John Fuller, the director of public works. Shawana Maltby, the Director of Human Resources, Tom Piccolotti, the Director of Waste and Water Resources, Steve Stolte, the Sustainability Coordinator. Then we have, across the back, North County Fire Authority Fire Chief Ron Myers, North County Fire Authority Deputy Fire Chief Bob Fisher, North County Fire Authority Deputy Fire Chief Bill Wilson, and the whole group from the fire department in the back. We have Pamela D. Giovanni, Daly City Planning Commissioner, Lily Louie, Daly City Library Trustee, Marie Brizuela, Jefferson Elementary School Board, Angie Padilla, Senior Executive Assistant, and the new Charlie Morrow, Executive Assistant. We have Mark Fratsky, President and CEO of Seton Medical
Center. Tina On, MBA Director and Business Development Director for Seton Medical Center. Michonne A. Coleman, the representative for Kaiser Permanente. Patrick Corvalito, the business manager for Daly City Youth Center. Jan Pepper, the CEO of
Peninsula Clean Energy. And then we have Mark Nogales, Constituent Services Director from the Office of Congresswoman Jackie Spear.
Francis Sang,
District Representative from the Office of Senator Scott Wiener. Alex Walker, Field Representative from the Office of Assemblyman Phil Ting, 19th District. And then we have Mark Shaquille Bain, District Director for the Assemblyman Phil Ting, District 19 also. We have San Mateo's Supervisor, North County, David J. Canepa. We have Melinda Dart, the President of San Mateo County Central Labor Council. Julie Lind Rupp, Executive Secretary and Treasurer of San Mateo County Central Labor Council. And then we have also from our Daly City Coma Daly City Chamber of Commerce, we have, I mentioned myself and Manny, we have our second Vice President, Ross Sitt, from Mega Group Realty and Realty One Real Estate. We have Director Dustin Chase from Lucky Chances Casino. Director Bill Chang, San Mateo Field Representative for PG&E. Director Spencer Holman from Children's Empowerment. We have Director Mike Mahoney, Manager of Republic Services. Director Lizette Tran, Daly City Branch Manager for San Mateo Credit Union. Director Marie Villarosa from Serramonte Center, with the whole group from Serramonte Center, welcome. And we also have Chamber Admin Jorge Gonzalez, my right man here, right hand. Chamber Assistant, his brother Raymond Gonzalez, and Chatter, Newsletter Editor, IT, and Chamber Photographer, Allison Wilson. I told you there were a few, right? Okay, now, did I miss anybody? I hope not. Did I miss anybody? Oh, I know I missed somebody. Oh my goodness, forgive me. I missed the
Colma Historical Association. We have the whole group here. I'm so sorry. Past president is Pat Hatfield. We have Maureen Sullivan, and we have the brothers Roqueta, both of them. Okay.
So now, did we miss anybody? We want to
acknowledge you. We don't want you to go unacknowledged. William Chapka.
Oh my God, how could I do that? Off with my head, William. Sir William.
We have Sir William. William Chapka, the general manager of Westlake Apartments. Okay.
1,000 apologies.
Okay. So,
without further ado, today we will be informed by the mayors of Colma and Daly City as to the annual economic forecast, visions, and concerns that they feel are prevalent in both of these great communities. Each year, we ask both mayors to present their interpretations, direction on the challenges, the opportunities, and the main concerns of their cities, thus providing beneficial and valuable insight for our constituency,
the business representation of this very special area. After each mayoral address, there will be
a short question
and answers period. I've been asked to adhere to our time restraints in order to comply with the timeline
provided
for this program. So
at this time, may I present the Honorable
Ray Gonzalez,
Mayor of the town of Colma. Thank you.
Okay, good morning, everyone, and thank you, everybody, for joining us. Can you hear me okay back there? I guess so. Okay. First of all, I'd like to thank Georgette with the Colma Daly City Chamber for organizing this event, and for Daly City for being our gracious host. With the many changes and challenges imposed on local jurisdictions, we are fortunate to have open and honest communication with our neighboring city. Both cities were fortunate to have a good year in 2017, and I hope 2018 will be good for both of our cities and our nation. We hope that the economy will remain strong so that we can move forward with projects and initiatives that will benefit our citizens, businesses, visitors, and the region in general. Though I am the one up here giving the State of the City's address, the running of our town is a group effort with our city manager, our staff, and my colleagues on the City Council. We are fortunate to have cohesive and collaborative City Council that can work through the policy and leadership challenges put before us. I would like to recognize my City Council colleagues who are here today: Vice Mayor Joanne Del Rosario, Councilmember John Goodwin, and Council Members Diana Colvin and Helen Fizzacaro, who could not be here today. Looking back at 2017, the most vivid impression that most of us share is one of great loss of life and property and the many disasters that occurred in our country and around the world. The floods in Texas, the hurricane devastation in Florida and Puerto Rico, the earthquake in Mexico, and the firestorm and mudslides in Northern and Southern California were real events that came quickly and were more catastrophic than anyone could have imagined. I hope that Daly City will join Coma in working in 2018 to prepare our citizens for the best we can to minimize losses and respond constructively to any natural disaster that may impact us. The town of Colma will be working with our residents in an Are You Ready training. The training will help residents and their neighbors to be self-sufficient for at least 72 hours after an emergency. Town staff conducted emergency operations exercises this past year and will continue exercises this next year. We also encourage continued registration of residents, businesses, and their employees in the SMC alert system. This will allow individuals to be aware of emergencies happening in the county in Colma, Daly City area. Please sign up by going to the San Mateo County Sheriff's Office website. I am pleased that this year has brought in continued optimism about the economy. Our sales tax results continue to be positive, with automobile sales revenue leading the way. Building material sales have also showed solid gains, and we look to continue to work ways to promote economic development and partner to support our businesses. This past year, we did this by connecting our auto dealers with the property owner of a closed landfill to provide needed auto storage for dealer inventory. Later in my presentation, I will highlight some of the new businesses that joined the Colma community this past year and plan projects for 2018. While much of Colma's outlook is positive, Colma cities and towns face ongoing challenges: the cyclical economy, state mandates, the need to try to diversify income sources, and rising health and benefit costs are some of the issues facing jurisdictions. These problems facing Colma, Daly City, and all jurisdictions in the state have the potential to cripple the ability of cities and towns to do what they do best: provide vital public services and sound infrastructure to our residents, businesses, and visitors. Colma is projectively working on these issues by looking to pay down our liabilities, anticipating retail and commercial trends, trying to diversify our income, working with our existing businesses, and by sending to the voters a ballot measure for transient occupancy tax to allow for hotel. We are also looking more closely at grant opportunities to extend our resources. The town realizes that one of our key responsibilities is to maintain and improve our infrastructure. With the improved fiscal outlook, we're considering short and long-term capital improvement projects. Here are some of the projects we are pursuing. The town received funding for the Systemic Analysis Report Program, which is a program that evaluates the roadway network, utilizing a proactive safety report to prepare a safety road plan. The safety road plan will provide the basis to identify high benefit to cost ratio improvement projects to harness highway safety improvement program funds and other funding sources to implement projects. We are also fortunate to be awarded a Safe Route to School grant that will be used to design and implement improvements on Mission Road. The town submitted a grant application last fall under the Keep Moving California, an initiative to help fund improvements on Hillside Boulevard. Going forward, the town will continue to look for ways to green our infrastructure. Green infrastructure is defined as how to use flow through planter boxes and rain gardens to cleanse stormwater and allow natural water filtration, similar to what the town has installed on Hillside Boulevard. The town has hired urban designers to prepare a master plan for beautification of Ceremony Boulevard and Collins Avenue. This study and recommended improvements will also be coordinated with our systemic safety analysis report. Some of our proudest accomplishments this year came in the area of sustainability. Under Council's leadership, the town has been conducting business in a way that considers natural resources and environmental impacts with impressive results. Town policy operations and projects reflect a genuine concern for the health of our community and planet. We work hard to encourage our residents and businesses to join us in saving resources and participating in programs that oftentimes end up saving money. What is great about our sustainability program is that our staff is encouraged to participate. There are even monthly sustainability meetings with representatives from each department. Some of the listed progress in 2017 includes successful participation in a new recycling and organics program, commute alternative support programs, and consideration of the Eco 100 for the town's facilities in 2018. Our commercial upgrades have saved over 1 million kilowatt hours per year. 1 million, that's quite a bit. This is enough power. This is enough to power 100 single-family homes for a year. The town, through San Mateo County Energy Watch and other programs, has connected business to programs that have allowed them to make upgrades with little or no out-of-pocket costs. Now, I would like to highlight just some of the many positive things that happened this year in our town departments. In June of 2017, our city manager, Sean Rabe, left the town to take a position in Loomis. While we were sad to see him leave, we are pleased to have Bill Norton join us again as an interim city manager. Bill helped us with our recruitment process of our new city manager and helped navigate critical decisions related to our town hall rebuild project. After a review of over 40 applications and interviews, the city selected Brian Dossie to be our new city manager. Yay! Brian has worked for the town for the past 14 years as a Recreation Services Director and more recently as Administrative Services Director. Brian's knowledge of the community and the skills he has acquired over the years made him the perfect fit. The town also adopted a strategic plan for the 2017-2019, which includes many mandates, all aimed at improving the quality of life in Colma. As mentioned earlier, the plan identifies securing the town's financial health by paying down our ever-rising health and benefit costs, and also improving our economic outlook by diversifying our revenue streams. The strategic plan also calls for improving customer service through our use of technology and improving family experiences through community-based special events and programs. As we work through many decisions of our annual budget, I am pleased that we adopted a conservative and balanced budget that once again includes support to the nonprofits that provide programs and services to our citizens and community. Thank you to the wise recommendations of our interim city manager and finance director. We continue to improve the budget process every year. Some of the very positive things that happen in the police department includes updated residential permit parking permit, which includes parking for the Sterling Park neighborhood. We held a coffee with the cop meetings at our local Starbucks, hosted National Night Out in coordination with Target, and City Council recently approved the Reserve Police Program promoting public safety and the recruitment of a part-time community services officer to manage parking enforcement after the normal working hours. The police department also professionally managed and solved numerous cases and investigations. We'd also like to thank Daly City and Broadmoor for their mutual aid assistance, which keeps our North County safe. Our Parks and Recreation are a creative bunch. In addition to the regular programs, they always come up with new ideas. A few include a community fair and bike rodeo, a summer concert series, and a beautiful Dia de los Muertos memorial altar, and a holiday tree lighting event. As mentioned earlier, I wanted to end my presentation with some of the development projects that the town is excited about. This past November, we are pleased to welcome CarMax to our business community. With an 8-acre site, we are sure to have something for everyone. Kimco, the owner of 280 Metro, plans to spend much of 2018 updating the shopping center exteriors and providing accessibility and landscape upgrades. They welcomed Sweet Honey Bakery and Tuesday Morning to the center this past year, with Orange Theory Fitness and a nail salon opening this year. This past fall, we are pleased to welcome Black Bear Diner, a much-needed sit-down restaurant for all. We have a good working relationship with our owners of the Sarah Shopping Center, who are also implementing exterior upgrades and signage in 2018. In an effort to better promote the shopping centers and businesses in Colma, please look for 2 new pole signs coming to the Sarah Center and the 280 Metro Center later this year. The town approved a 66-unit affordable housing project for veterans, which started construction this first week in January, which satisfies the town's obligation to provide affordable housing in the region. The Veterans Village project is located on Mission Road, close to its intersection with El Camino Real. Occupancy will occur in mid to late 2019. I'd like to share a proud note about this project, and that the average time frame to secure funding and approvals for this type of project usually takes 7 years. This was done in 3 years, with a lot of coordination and hard work from the town, Mercy Housing, and the San Mateo County Department of Housing. Notably, the project will be the first in Northern California to have 8% of this construction done by veteran-owned businesses, exceeding the 5% target set by the developer. One of the reasons that we're excited about this project is that it represents a $42 million investment on Mission Road. Coupled with public improvements the town plans to make, we hope this will act as a catalyst for additional private property investments in the future. Now, the long-awaited remodeling of Town Hall. We are continuing to move forward with construction of our expanded and refurbished Town Hall. Although a little slower than we would like, we finally have a good general contractor that hopes to complete construction of the building and site improvements in fall of 2018. We hope to welcome everyone to the ribbon cutting. In closing, I would like to thank the Chamber for organizing the event, Daly City for hosting us, and I hope 2018 will be a great year for all of us, our cities, and this beautiful region we call home. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much, Mayor Ray Gonzalez from the town of Colma. Thank you very much. Next, I would like to introduce the mayor of the city of Daly City, the Honorable Juslyn Manalo. Juslyn?
Thank you very much, Georgette. Good morning to you all. I'd like to also acknowledge my colleagues here, former Mayor Ray Vitaventura, former Mayor Glenn Sylvester, and our Supervisor for San Mateo County, David Canepa. It is my honor to be here today, and I'm truly humbled to address each and every one of you present or via online. I extend a special welcome to Mayor Raquel Gonzalez and our friends from the town of Colma. These are definitely interesting times for our city and our nation. Last weekend, cities all over the country were filled with communities marching in the streets, both locally and globally, voicing their concerns for equality. While the nation appears to be mired in this perpetual state of chaos, fed by a 24-hour news cycle, things in Daly City are progressing. Our government here did not shut down. I'm here to say empathetically, the state of our city is strong. The will and determination of our residents is strong, and the future of our community is strong. I became mayor on December 11, 2017, filled with hope and optimism for the community I was raised in. Houses in Daly City were routinely selling, and we are poised to start 2018 with prosperity we never imagined. The total general tax revenue Daly City stands to receive is about $33.4 million, the second highest in the county. Daly City closed the year the way it started, with development booming throughout the community. Ceremony Center ushered in an expansion of an already thriving retail center. Nordstrom Rack opened in September and isn't showing any signs of slowing down. TJ Maxx, Bye Bye Baby, Ross Dress for Less, and Party City all open in time for the holidays and the shopping rush. The shopping center of my youth has been transformed into a bustling regional destination for people throughout the Bay Area. Just this week, Pete's Coffee and Xfinity Comcast is opening near Nordstrom Rack, and people around town are raving about California Fish Grill. Historically, Malvina Reynolds had her hit song, Little Boxes. And the late San Francisco Chronicle columnist Herb Cain famously mocked Daly City as Modesto by the Sea. But today, Daly City is a place with diverse families, and Daly City has become a thriving community where people want to live, work, and play. It's truly an exciting time to be mayor. There are so many remarkable things to say about Daly City. I'm so excited. Daly City continues to be one of the most safest cities with a population of 100,000 or more in the United States. I'm proud of our reputation as a safe place to raise a family. The Daly City Police Department is under new leadership today with our new Chief of Police, Patrick Hensley, who has the full support of the City Council. Chief Hensley is a Daly City product. He grew up here, he went to schools here, and he knows the community as well as anybody. He's the right person to lead our police department, and I'm proud of his commitment and dedication to our community members. Even though I'm a high school Jefferson graduate, I'm comfortable saying that the rival Westmore High School graduate, Chief Hensley, has a great future as police chief. This past year, several officers in our police department were honored for the compassion they've shown for victims of domestic violence. Specifically, I'd like to mention Captain John Gamez, Sergeant Ron Harrison, and Officer Raul Andrade. They each received awards for their professionalism, leadership, and most of all, empathy and compassion. I cannot stress enough how important it is to have a trusted, professional, and sensitive police force serving our community. In the wake of the Me Too movement, I am comforted knowing that victims can come forward out of the shadows to seek protection and justice. And for that, I'm truly grateful to the DC Police Department. It was very unfortunate to see the horrifying wildfires in Northern and Southern California. Our Daly City firefighters courageously took the call of duty to help save lives during this tragic time. I want to commend all of the first responders here in the back, protecting us in our neighborhoods. Daly City takes care of its residents. We have a skilled workforce that strives to provide a great service to all members of our community. There is a famous quote from Maya Angelou: "In diversity, there is beauty and there is strength." This rings true in Daly City. We are a city of immigrants. Did you know that 53% of the people who live in Daly City are foreign-born? That's roughly 55,000 residents from all corners of the globe. And that's one of the compelling reasons our city council, at my urging, adopted a resolution last year to affirm our commitment to support and respect the rights of community members, irrespective of ethnic or national origin, gender, race, religion, sexual orientation, economic or immigration status. Now more than ever, the residents of Daly City need to know that we welcome everyone, and we wish to cherish our cultural and ethnic diversity here. Our diversity is our greatest asset. To commemorate this, Daly City will host its first multicultural street fair in 2018. Yes. Living in the Bay Area, including Daly City, is becoming more expensive every day. The cost of housing has pushed many hardworking families further and further away from the region, oftentimes resulting in long, miserable commutes from distant locations such as Lodi, Merced, Tracy, and Manteca. While Daly City cannot possibly provide housing for everyone seeking a place to live, we have a proven track record of providing more affordable housing units than any other city in San Mateo County. In the last 5 years, we've added 132 affordable housing units. 84 of those affordable rental units, while 48 provided home ownership opportunities for low and extremely low-income families. Last year, we welcomed new residents to 52 very affordable units at Sweetie Lane Apartments, a joint effort between the City of Daly City and Mid-Penn Housing. When it comes to affordable housing, Daly City is a regional leader, and we have more projects in the works. There are currently 217 more affordable units under construction, 206 apartments at Brunswick Senior Housing, 5 houses in Garden Villa Development, and 6 townhome condos at Wellington Heights. Housing is health, and Daly City understands how important it is to support the creation of new affordable housing. Also, Habitat for Humanity is a nationally recognized advocate for home ownership and is a longtime partner of the City of Daly City. Habitat for Humanity has constructed 49 units of owner-occupied housing to Daly City to date, and plans for 6 to 8 more homes in the near future. Those of you are familiar with the old fire station at Geneva Avenue know that this parcel has been vacant for more than 20 years. Habitat for Humanity recently acquired a property and is developing plans to build homes there in the near future. On December 11, 2017, at my first council meeting as mayor, the council voted to rejoin HEART, Housing Endowment and Regional Trust Program, which began in Daly City. And it provides loans to finance affordable multi-family housing and long-term loans to affordable rental housing. Countless times I've heard community members wanting the opportunity to own. HEART provides first-time home buyers down payment assistance and essentially the stability of owning their own home here. Most very recently, Mid-Penn will be developing the Midway Bayshore site with more affordable units, something we all know we need in Daly City and in the region. 2018 promises to be an exciting year in the commercial development. The City Council has reviewed proposals for several properties that were once assets of the now defunct Daly City Redevelopment Agency. We anticipate approving a proposed new hotel near the intersection of Juniper Serra and John Daly Boulevard, the northernmost parcel of DC Station. And when the hotel is completed, it will represent another milestone that keeps Daly City moving forward. Look for the ballot measure this upcoming November that will increase the transient occupancy tax, or TOT. TOT is charged to travelers that stay in our local hotels or lodging to generate more revenue to fund our government services. We also look forward to a new commercial development on the parcel of the southernmost end of DC Station, alongside the east of Juniper Serra, just south of Westlake Avenue. We see the expansion of Dugan's Serra Mortuary in the near future. Other exciting developments we look forward to is the expansion of 88 Hillside Apartments. If you drive north on Mission Street from Daly City to San Francisco, you probably undoubtedly pass the vacant triangular spot or plot of land where Hillside meets Mission Street. The owners of 88 Hillside have plans to extend the apartments to the corner of that parcel, and City of Daly City hopes to see below market unit rates on site. Fun fact, this parcel is where John Daly's dairy farm stood 100 years ago. So I'm encouraged by the flurry of commercial development happening in Daly City, but I am especially pleased to say that we will be looking at making improvements at our parks in the upcoming years. The first step in this process will be a comprehensive parks master plan, an undertaking that will rely on extensive community participation. At our meeting scheduled for February 12, my colleagues and I will review a proposed contract with a consulting group to help facilitate the parks master plan process. If you value our parks, if you have suggestions for how we can make them even better, please engage in the community dialogue that will be taking place over the next 6 months. Your voice is important in this process, and you will be heard. The Parks Master Plan will be directed by our Public Works Department, the city's department that maintains all of our public spaces, parks, community centers, fire stations, city hall, and our streets and sidewalks. Also, we've been in the process of gearing up for what will one day be Daly City's largest public works project in history, a massive overhaul to our stormwater drainage system. When completed, the project will mitigate storm-related flooding in what is known as the Vista Grande drainage basin in parts of Daly City and in unincorporated Broadmoor Village. In a nutshell, parts of our city, as well as Broadmoor, are prone to flooding when we have a significant rainfall in short periods of time. The existing stormwater collection system includes a tunnel to the Pacific Ocean that is more than 100 years old and is definitely in need of replacement. The project includes a larger capacity tunnel to alleviate the potential of flooding. We are seeking additional sources of funding to make this project a reality. We hope in the next few months we are able to share good news about the project. You may have noticed major improvements on John Daly Boulevard last year. From the top of the hill all the way down to the thoroughfare, this was transformed in a highly walkable, very attractive public space. How many of you have seen it? Yes, it's beautiful. The plants along both sides of John Daly Boulevard and the median are actually drought tolerant. So if you ever drive down John Daly Boulevard, take a closer look, and the entire area looks great. The pedestrian path between top of the hill and the BART station has never looked so good. And if you ever look towards the west side of BART, you can see the beautiful views of the Pacific Ocean, not on a foggy day. So speaking of golf, last month, the LPGA, Ladies Professional Golf Association, announced the 2018 tour schedule, including a stop right here in Daly City from April 26th to 29th. The top women golfers from around the world will compete at Lake Merced Golf in Daly City. And many of you may have remembered the Swinging Skirts event that took place at Lake Merced for several years. We hope this is the start of another recurring stop in Daly City for the LPGA Tour. Last year, the Filipino channel, TFC, returned to Daly City and continues to be an integral partner in the community. Earlier, I mentioned how Daly City takes care of its residents, but I also want to highlight our wonderful volunteers who often work behind the scenes. The Dolger Senior Center is an outstanding example of people helping people. The center thrives in part because many of the active seniors are volunteers. They help in the office, function as hospitality ambassadors, lead exercises classes, maintain a small library, and even assist in meal preparation. Last year, our volunteers teamed up to serve 38,203 meals to seniors at Dolger Center and Lincoln Park. In this case, volunteers are literally serving the community in the form of nutritious meals. I want to thank our senior community for staying active and helping with acts of kindness and compassionate caring. An exemplary person who we lost recently, Eleanor Charleston, was volunteering for 30 years at the Dolger Senior Center. And at the age of 100 years, she was 101 years of age. So in her honor, we're dedicating the Senior Center Library to her. We take care of our seniors and youth in Daly City. Our department, our library and recreation services, does an exceptional job of providing quality programs for our youth. If you walk into any gym in Daly City, and I did about a couple of weeks ago, you'll likely encounter an exciting youth basketball game. Right now, there are about more than 1,000 kids playing for 100 different teams in the league. And each team has a volunteer coach or two, making up a volunteer core, about 150 individuals who are doing their part to help instill the values of good sportsmanship in our youth. In October, our Make a Difference Day had 92 volunteers participate in 7 hands-on projects, including park and neighborhood cleanups, planting and tending to the Project Green Space Gardens at top of the hill. I want to salute all our volunteers and look forward to celebrating the city's 20th anniversary to Make a Difference Day this coming October. Our libraries continue to serve as ever-changing centers of learning and research. Daly City residents have a thirst of knowledge and have checked out about 400,368 items from our libraries. And in an era when you can Google just about anything, nearly 4,000 new patrons were issued library cards, proving Daly City residents value their access to library materials and learning. While I am confident that the state of the city is strong, we also are, or I'm fully aware of the economy is cyclical. And while we're experiencing a slight increase in property tax, we are still recovering from a recession that sent more than 1,700 Daly City homes into foreclosure. But I am hopeful, as mentioned, that we have a strong economy moving forward. As I conclude today, I want to say thank you to each and every person here. I am most definitely hopeful that with all of the work together, that as we support large businesses and small, as we continue to volunteer, as we continue to be active in this community we call home, Daly City, that things are going to be better. I want to thank Georgette Sarles for the Daly City Colma Chamber of Commerce for hosting this event each year. I also want to acknowledge 2 members of our executive management team who will be retiring in 2018. So it's Director John Fuller and our City Manager, Patricia Martel. One of the council's priorities will be to find a new city manager. And this is a daunting but most important task for us all. I feel confident with my colleagues that we will find the best fit for Daly City. Thank you all for attending today. From the residents, city employees, our representatives from the legislature, small businesses and large, community members, it is truly my pleasure to share all of the amazing things that are taking place in Daly City. The state of our city is strong, the will and the determination of our residents is strong, and the future of our community, Daly City, is strong.
Thank you both, ladies. You were both wonderful. What a presentation. Huh? How about it? Weren't they great? Huh? Slightly fantastic. Really. Well, and you are an awesome audience. Thank you so very much. We're really pleased to be able to present this and to have you all here today. I want to thank Annie Chen, the events manager from Moonstar Restaurant, and her staff who have helped us. Also to my admin, Jorge Gonzalez, and of course, Chief Cook and Bottle Washer, her nickname, Allison Wilson, our photographer, editor, everything. And to all of you, to our wonderful, wonderful city partners, Daly City and Coma, Coma and Daly City, we thank you all very, very much. This is wonderful. I would like to say that I'm going to close the meeting now, and I would like to welcome you to have lunch. Lunch is being served. Everybody has RSVP'd. It's to the right out here on the agenda. So thank you very, very much. This completes our program.